Jonathan, very good evening to you. From a French perspective, or in France, is this considered deal done?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's a surprise at the destination, but there's no surprise that Leny Yoro is moving on. It's been on the cards for some time. I think many people actually expected him to go sooner than this, but like I said, it's more the destination than the fact that he's leaving Lille. I think Lille have established themselves now as the leading French club in terms of player trading, ahead of even the likes of Monaco, who historically have performed well. But Leny Yoro is what has been expected for some time to make the jump to a European giant. So it's somewhat of a surprise that he's gone to Manchester United when he so clearly indicated his preference for Real Madrid.
Yeah, I was going to pick up on that point. You said the destination was the main surprise. Did it feel, all the noises coming from his camp, that he had his heart very much set on Real?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, even at the end of last season, I think he was present for the Champions League final when Real won in London at Wembley. And there was an expectation that he would go then. PSG pushed very hard as well to convince him to return to the Paris region and to become a fixture in their first 11, but there was no interest really on his end. It does sound like there's been a lot of persuasion done by the people sort of in and around him that the Manchester United offer was too good to turn down. But it is arguably with a heavy heart that he's had to accept that Real Madrid would not be able to come in for him on the terms that Lille wanted, and Manchester United have moved quickly to get a very, very good deal across the line.
We're going to have a look at some of his numbers, Jonathan, in terms of particularly distribution. The sixth highest passing accuracy in Liga last season, completing more passes than any other teenager across Europe's top 5 leagues. That would hint at someone who's decent distribution. What else would you say in terms of summing him up as a type of player?
I mean, I think he's a very complete defender for somebody so young. Watching him in the flesh, he's very, very impressive. He's opposing, he's good on the ball, but he can use his, his frame to his advantage as well. He really does play like a veteran, really. The maturity that he has is hugely impressive, and he reads the game very well as well. So in my opinion, a very, very complete profile and arguably the best young defensive talent in Europe.
So a complete profile, would you say, therefore, ready to go straight into Manchester United's starting 11 next season?
Yeah, I don't see why he wouldn't. I mean, I think the price tag suggests that he's been brought in, not just, to do a job in the future, but to be part of the 11 now. And I think that Erik ten Hag, has a very, very accomplished defender for somebody so young coming in to replace, a veteran of the highest caliber in Rafael Varane, who's gone out. So I do think that this is, a big, big upgrade for Manchester United in terms of, building towards the future. Just a couple of days after another impressive move in Joshua Zirkzee as well. So, a good couple of days for United, but in my opinion, this could be one of the best transfer deals of the summer.
Yeah, I mean, certain places are describing him as a generational talent. Is that going a little too far and putting too much on his shoulders, or is that something you've seen in the performances so far in a young career?
I wouldn't argue against it. I think he's definitely got the potential to do that. And I think it's also, quite nice in a way that he's replacing Rafael Varane, because I don't think France has really seen a true defensive talent, with the exception of perhaps William Saliba, of this sort of potential in a long, long time. Varane, when he made the jump from Lens to Real Madrid, many people speculated about whether it was too early, and we all know what happened next, and the fantastic career that Rafael Varane carved out for himself. So to see Leny Yoro making a similarly big jump at such a young age, I think many people are wondering if he's going to be able to sort of mirror the kind of career trajectory that Varane enjoyed. But there have been some other notable success stories in terms of French exports in the defensive department, notably William Saliba. So, I think the bar has been set high, but Leny Yoro, in terms of his potential, certainly up there in terms of the best potential defenders of this current generation, yes.
Talking of French defensive exports then, Jean-Claire Todibo has been linked with Manchester United, has the Ineos link as a Nice player. A, is he likely to leave Nice this summer? And B, where might he end up?
Yeah, it's a good question, because Nice have lost Thuram to Juventus, and I think many people are expecting Todibo probably to go first. So the fact that he hasn't, I think will probably lend a bit of optimism in Nice that they can potentially hang on to him and look forward to their European campaign with him on the books. Obviously, the financial situation in France for all clubs, not even PSG being an exception this summer, means that offers, when they're reasonable, have to be considered. So I do think if a club comes in with an offer for Todibo that Nice, feel that they can't really turn down, he probably will still go. But it seems like the door to Old Trafford, at least for the moment, is closing.
Jonathan, good to speak to you. Thank you very much. Enjoy your evening.